Hi, good afternoon, everyone. Uh, Thank you so much for being here today. My name is Maya. I'm from a small country on the northern coast of South America called Suriname, a country you've probably never heard of, but it's a new hub for innovation. We're going to be one of the largest producers of oil over the next decade. It's estimated that we have more oil than Qatar. We're 93% forested, so we're a world record holder for the most forested country in the world, actually. So if you want to visit the Amazon, Suriname is the place to be. We have a fairly small population, about 600,000 people, 4.7 billion GDP, so it's a fairly small country. And it's ripe for innovation. It's the perfect location for you to start from basically scratch because there's a lack of financial infrastructure, lack of development. So it's one of the countries where innovation is basically going to happen because you don't have legacy incumbents, you don't have legacy systems similar to what you have in the West or even in other developed nations in Central and Latin America. Because of the development gap, you can build from scratch and pilot with a small population, with a small footprint, and the cost of, actually getting customers in a country as small as ours is actually fairly low. So you can operate with a small budget in a country as Suriname. We just had a change of government, so we have a very open-minded, progressive, hands-off approach to innovation. They're very open-minded, welcome to investors, to innovators moving into the country. We have a lot of expats already moving in from the oil and gas industry. So, yeah, if you're investing into biotech, we have a very biodiverse country as well. So, biotech, oil and gas, blockchain, anything in finance, capital market development, Suriname is the place to be. I've actually been working on in lobbying for adoption of Bitcoin as the de facto currency of my country for almost a decade now, and for development of capital markets about for the same time. So we have a top-down and a bottom-up approach. I've been working very closely with government for about the last decade to make sure that it's a good environment for companies to come in and innovate. And we also have a grassroots movement in the country, our little circular economy. We have our own little Bitcoin conference that goes on every year. And more Bitcoiners are moving into the country as well. And we have a small community that's working on financial infrastructure. So we have a community that's working on POS systems using Bitcoin, NFC cards. You have people working on a wide range of applications on Noster, e-commerce, real estate. I'm actually have a particular focus on real estate as well, and innovation using Bitcoin as a storage of value in a diversified portfolio in a REIT, and building an application for that. So there's a lot happening on the ground, more than you would think, or I think even heard about. So it's definitely should be one of the places on your list to visit. And also, if you're thinking about partnering with a local university, local government, building something new as Bitcoin becomes the reserve currency of the world within the next few decades. I'm hoping within the next decade. I think building native applications, building applications with Bitcoin at its core, we focus very much on abstracting the complexity and making just apps that use the advantages of the technology and, of course, the reserve benefit of it, and working towards a world that will be more innovative and, less of a dystopia, as you can see what's happening currently in fiat world, and building a future that is open and shared, with a shared economy, more decentralized, with more wealth distributed fairly and equally. And contrary to what WEF is saying, we firmly believe that you will own everything and you will be happy. So help us build that future. Thank you.